Hello, this is Raj Banerjee, welcoming you to yet another episode of Unscripted, candid conversations with the CEO of HINCOL. I'm sure you remember, ladies and gentlemen, we've so far had a wonderful conversation. We've heard about the origin story of HINCOL. We heard about the laboratory work, the back office. Now we examine how scale, quality systems, and strategy join hands. How HINCOL exactly manages supply chain volatility, stayed ahead of regulatory shifts, and uses digital tools to deliver consistent performance, and what growth looks like for the organization over the 5 years and beyond. Mr. Chakravarti, thanks so much for joining me yet again. My question to you today is, keeping in mind Indian roads, changing climates, and rising expectations, what, according to you, are the biggest opportunities and pain points for the entire bitumen derivatives and road construction industry?
That's again a very good question. You know that India's GDP is growing at a very high rate. In fact, the growth rate is highest among the big economies that we have in the world. Infrastructure is also growing at a breakneck speed.
Right.
The type of stress that this government has laid on road building since 2014. In fact, in 2021, the growth of road building was the highest.
Okay.
Roads were built at the rate of about 37 kilometers per day, which has come down a bit now. But recently, our surface transport minister has said that the target in future will be 100 kilometers of road to be built per day.
Okay.
If we achieve that kind of a target, if we are able to go near the target, the type of growth that this bitumen derivative market is going to get.
Okay.
Bitumen, but it brings along with it the type of complexities that we can think of. First, in terms of bitumen availability and consistency. India already is a bitumen deficient country.
Right.
In the sense that the total consumption of bitumen in previous years was to the tune of 8.8 MMT.
Okay.
Whereas the indigenous production of the refineries is only up to 5.5 TMT.
Okay.
So there is a huge gap which is to be made good through imports.
Right.
Now this imported product is not very consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So to get rid of this problem, to have more consistent input product or raw material, Hindustan Colas takes all its bitumen from its promoter HPCL and its refineries. We do not use any imported product which can give rise to poor quality end product.
Sure.
Second complexity I see in terms of local supply chains.
Mm-hmm.
To get across that problem, we have a diversified footprint in the country. In fact, the entire country is covered now.
Right.
And it's a decentralized model. So the plants are able to take care of the local logistics. We have dedicated tankers of bitumen available with us, through which we are able to service all our customers within the deadlines given by them.
Okay.
Third complexity I see in terms of varying climatic requirements in India.
Mm-hmm.
The temperatures are everywhere different and climatic conditions are also different.
Very fluctuating.
So we have to design a product for every kind of climatic condition.
Correct.
So with the help of 10 NABL accredited labs that we have and the support of our promoters, this technology, bitumen derivative technology, comes from one of our promoters, that is Colas of France,
Okay.
who are always ahead of the competition curve. And the latest developments in this field always come from Europe and the European market.
Right.
And they are the biggest player there. So we get the new technologies from them, which helps us customize our products better. Colas has a state-of-art laboratory in Paris, and the other one for Asia Pacific in Bangkok. We get support from both these laboratories and the people who are quite good at quality measures. Apart from that, even the other promoter that we have, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, they have their R&D center, Green R&D Center in Bangalore. They also have a bitumen research lab from which we get help from time to time.
Right.
With the help of these three things, Colas lab, our own R&D lab, and HPCL R&D center, we always come up with products which are suited to exact climatic conditions of a place. Customize, bespoke. That's how we take care of all these three complexities that I can think of, which come with scale.
Right. Must be a very, very complex situation, and you're always on your toes, ensuring that not a single parameter gets missed out.
Absolutely. It's a very thin rope walking that we have to do.
Wonderful. Well, that sounds like a interesting and complicated mix of big demands and real constraints. And that prompts me to ask you, Mr. Chakravarti, that you operate a pretty steady footprint and elaborate footprint of plants and terminals. How does that help you manage the volatility and the timeliness of delivery and also the quality consistency?
Well, actually, I have touched upon this aspect in my previous answer, but let me tell you one more thing here, that we maintain a hybrid system.
Okay.
Some of the things are localized and the other things are at the central level. For example, the operations and sales, these are totally localized.
Okay.
We have plants, and on top of it we have our zonal offices. They handle it. That is because the type of agility that they require, the responsiveness to the customers that they require, that's only possible when our teams are very near to the customers.
Correct.
On the other hand, the quality systems, the R&D, the HR systems, the training, these are all centralized, so that there is the same culture among all the employees in the company, and the important quality norms are same for everybody. So through a mix of centralized and decentralized things, we are able to manage the complexities in the field.
So the final experience is optimal.
Yes.
Right.
That's what we try to do.
It's quite a task, I must say, and I just wonder how, as a leader, you keep all of things on your mind all the time and ensuring that every department is perfectly in sync with each other and meeting the customer expectations at the end of the whole activity.
Actually, I have got no other job except that, taking care of these little things. Let me put it this way.
You have a great sense of humor, I must say.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, so that was his quirky answer to such a complicated question, which generally asks about how to manage volatility and at the same time maintain the standards of timely delivery and quality. Well, that prompts me to ask you the next question, Mr. Chakravarti. With evolving regulations and quality standards for the road materials, it's a lot on your mind. How does HINCOL adapt quality control, certification, and compliance procedures to remain at the forefront all the time?
At present, we have 10 plants across India, and we are coming up with 3 more.
Right.
To begin with, all these plants have QC labs.
Okay.
The plants are also ISO 9001, 14001, and 45001 certified, and these labs are all NABL accredited. So they have to maintain the highest levels of quality standards, In the labs, whatever activity is happening, everything is recorded for posterity. And if anything goes wrong at any point in time, it is exactly traceable because of which factor it has happened.
Right.
Or if somebody has given anything amiss, then that will be picked up in the recordings. So that kind of strict quality systems we maintained. We have a quality excellence index for the QC labs. We keep modifying our systems from time to time, so that they adapt to the market conditions and the changing regulations. The equipment that we use in the labs are state of art. Most of these have been imported from our partners, Colas, who are based out of France and Bangkok. So at every level, you will see that we try to maintain the standards which are highest in the industry. And that is what we are known for in the market.
Right.
Everybody in the market knows HINCOL for the quality that we deliver.
Right, right. And it's very, very difficult to stick to that consistently over a period of time. So I think it really, really needs everybody in the organization to be at their toes all the time. And multiple checkpoints and coordination, I think, is the key to meet all those standards.
Absolutely. That is why training forms a major part of our activities.
Right.
Those who are coming new to the company, they are given training on all the products and their quality standards, so that they are also becoming part of the system, and there is no miss at any extent, any moment. That is how we maintain highest levels of quality standards.
Brilliant. Sounds like really a top-notch player, and there's no time that we are going to be one of the leading players in Southeast Asian market.
Certainly, we look forward to. Although in whichever market our promoter, that is Colas, is operating, we cannot go there.
Right.
So the markets which are available to us are mostly the SAARC countries or countries in the vicinity of India.
Right.
And we are trying to expand our footprints in all of these markets, be it Bhutan, Nepal, or Maldives.
Right.
All these markets, we have our footprints actually.
Great future lying ahead. I hope so, and
Thank
you get to meet all these immediate goals within a finite period of time.
Thank you.
That makes me ask the next question, ladies and gentlemen, which is on a key topic of digitization. My next question to Mr. Chakravarti is something that can never be not asked and make an interview session like this complete. Digitalization, artificial intelligence in labs, CRM, and regional expansion. Let me ask Mr. Chakravarti, how is HINCOL's regional expansion and digital tools like AI in labs, CRM, remote monitoring, shaping their growth and customer service model overall?
That's a very interesting question, and that is the next big target that we have taken up. HINCOL has been a legacy company.
Sure.
So in order to use AI, we need data first. That basic data is not always available. So what we are doing is we are creating a digital platform which we are calling actually a CRM plus thing. It's not only CRM, customer relationship management, it's much more than that. This is a platform through which all the leads will be routed until they get converted into a sales order. This will be used by all the field officers for all their requirement, for preparing their itineraries, for meeting customers, for recording their details. For every small detail, this platform will be required, and we are making the systems so simple that people's lives will be easier. I think that is the real essence of a digital system. Unless it is able to make people's lives easier,
absolutely,
there's no meaning to it.
Absolutely.
So this is one thing that we are doing. Second is the use of AI, we are not only using generative AI, but even we have intended to use agentic AI in some of our operations. But that is being done now. It will take some time for these things to come, maybe next 3-4 months.
That's the future.
That's the future.
Generative to agentic.
Yeah, we are working very closely with a company called Publicis, which has already rolled out the first phase of digitalization for us.
Right.
It's been done just a week back, and people are getting taste of this digital platform now. Apart from that, we are also digitalizing the HR processes through HR1 digital platform, which we have purchased for the company. That is again going to make the lives of people very, very easy, because everything will be available on their mobile phones, on their fingertips. In fact, I have laid out a vision for HINCOL, which goes like this, that I want HINCOL to be a digital and AI company also selling bitumen derivatives.
Wow, that's a complete turnover from what you started off with originally.
Absolutely.
I was reading somewhere, Mr. Chakravarti, that AI also is a key contributor in quality monitoring and quality systems. Would you like to touch upon a bit on that?
Yes, in quality systems also, the platform that I told you about, this Publicis is preparing this platform for us. It is being jointly done, because any digital system is to be co-created.
Sure.
If we only leave it to the vendors, it will not be the right kind of product. Our own people should be involved. So that is what we are doing. So as a part of this system, there is a part of it which is about quality systems.
Right.
So monitoring of quality of the products, and sometimes telling in advance whether this product is going to fail in some parameter. That is the type of work that AI will do.
It can predict.
It can predict, predictive AI. We are trying to implement it across all labs that we have.
So you are touching upon all the boxes, so to say, to stay relevant, to stay pace with time, and using all these cutting edge technologies. And the way AI is evolving, as you mentioned about the agentic, I read about AI agents, and then I read about agentic, which actually not only generates, but it also predicts, and then it reasons also on your behalf, and then it gives the output.
It does all the job on your behalf. It is like my secretary.
Right.
Whatever job my secretary is doing, that can be taken over by an agentic AI.
Right. Fascinating. What a lovely tomorrow that HINCOL is bringing for not only its employees, but also people who are affected by them.
And another interesting thing in the same vein, I just wanted to tell you that we interviewed some young engineers. The moment they came to know that these are legacy companies and they do not have any digital system, their interest in the company decreased.
Right.
So even to enthuse the present generation, the Gen Zs and the generation Alpha, which is going to come, or which has already started getting into jobs, it is very important that we have a proper digital interface for everything.
The whole culture.
Whole culture. And everything has to be mobile based, not laptop based.
Absolutely.
They want everything on the fingertips.
Absolutely.
And this mobile phone, the way it has transformed everything.
Right. Brilliant. That's a wonderful, image of how an AI first company, which actually is a legacy company, is transforming itself to be a completely digitalized, modern, futuristic, and AI first. Very, very inspiring. Thanks so much for that insight, Mr. Chakravarti. Mr. Chakravarti, it really interests me to know that what are the 3 things on HINCOL's roadmap for the next 5 years that would tell you that you've actually succeeded?
In the short run, I would say that quality, quality, quality. That's the only objective. There should not be any failures. It is zero failure concept that we follow in quality systems. So we'll maintain that. However big we become, however we grow in size. In the medium term, I would say that the focus will be on digitization, and expansion. Expansion in other geographies. Other geographies means outside India geographies. We have already put some baby steps. Now we have to see how do we bring them to scale, like in countries like Nepal, etc. Still, cut back and the type of bitumen which used to be used in India long back, they are still using the same things. Emulsions are not yet being used there. So our intention is to get these regulations done and put these things into their standards that they have, and start using these things in those countries. And HINCOL is prepared to supply these emulsions to them. In the long term, we have already taken a target upon ourselves that we will grow our revenues by 5x in 5 years from now. To do this, we will have to diversify into other areas. We are looking at adjacencies where we can diversify. An area to diversify will be the road maintenance sector. As more and more roads are getting built in the country, in days and months and years to come, the road maintenance will become very important. At present, we are doing just a small part of it, that is microsurfacing, but we would like to be a big player in this field. For that, we are trying to develop our people, their skill sets. We are still exploring various options, how to grow our revenue by 5x in 5 years.
So that's quality, that's expansion geographically and otherwise, and also there is revenue growth that you're looking at. Wow, that's quite a 360-degree vision in terms of the key milestones that the organization wants to continue achieving: quality, expansion, as well as innovations, without losing the fact that it has to really make sense for achieving a certain business target, which is 5x of what the company is doing as of now. After such an introspective session, the last question that I would want to ask Mr. Chakravarti is, looking back, sir, what is that one leadership lesson that you would like to pass on to the founders and managers building tech-driven, purpose-led industrial businesses?
I believe that whatever we do, however strong systems we have, whether it is quality systems or digital platforms, whatever, at the end of the day, it is the people who are the most important resource for any company.
Sure.
And they only make a company big or small. So from my side, the one-liner will be, technology can be bought, but culture cannot be bought. It is to be created.
Thanks so much. That's really a moving way to end this episode. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm looking forward to carry on another episode with newer avenues of HINCOL. And ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for the next session with the leadership of HINCOL in no time to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I thoroughly enjoyed this interview and look forward to the next one. Thank you.